Swindon lineup, top scorer Chris Hay had been expected to return after serving a 3-match suspension, but he was ruled out with a knee injury. It meant another chance for Steve Finney and Georgian Dar to continue their striking partnership. Opposing them was the town's former top scorer Jan Arga Fjortoft. The commentator is Chris Cooper.
Digby with a free kick. It's away by Bonk. Ford couldn't keep possession. This is Darren Bullock, former Huddersfield Town player. And Steve Finney. So we've got one man in the box at the moment, might be able to go all the way himself. And Dar with a shot. First time effort from the man who scored on his debut from Crystal Palace a few weeks ago. Very good build-up play down the right-hand side. Into Ndar, close in, but way off target. Kelly with the free kick. A little bit too high for Fjortoft. It's spinning around dangerously. Bullock gets his head to it. One number 4 to another. Ford to Dean Saunders on his home debut, and he forces Digby into the save. Good effort from Dean Saunders. Digby got down low to it. This is Nicky Marker. He's all Sheffield at the moment. Graham Stewart picks out Bobocas in plenty of space. He's got 5 red and white shirts ahead of him. Might go all the way into the box. He comes, drives it in. Good save from Digby. Comes back out of the area. Bobocas once more trying to pull it back in towards the 6-yard box, and Darras gets it away. Well, Vasilis Bobocas, who seemed to be given the freedom of Bramall Lane, danced past 2 Swindon defenders, and somehow it wouldn't go in. Vonk forced onto the back foot, wants to let it go if he can, and there's a chance here, and Swindon have taken the lead through Steve Finney. There's breakaway goals. That has got to be the ultimate. And Dar and Finney just put a little bit of pressure down the right-hand side from the clearance. It looked all the way that Vonk was going to be able to do something with it, either let it run out or get it back to the goalkeeper. But Swindon have struck after 23 minutes. Steve Finney's 3rd goal of the season. Challenged by Collins on Saunders, but Sheffield come again. Bobocas instrumental in so much this afternoon. Fjortoft tries to lay it back to Saunders. There's plenty of shirt tugging going on in there. Saunders eventually goes down, and again the referee says that's no foul on Dean Saunders. And storming forward is Thompson. He's picked out Georgian Dar. Can he make it 2-0? No, he's put it wide. The first goal was a breakaway. That certainly would have really infuriated Nigel Spackman if they'd capitalised there. And Dar, you would have expected a little bit better. Marker, Nielsen, up with Marker again, for Dean. Nielsen, he goes down, challenged by Darras, and that's going to be a yellow card for the Frenchman. There's some rather ironic jeers from some of the Sheffield United supporters for the yellow card for Frederic Darras. Shot just turned away by Fraser Digby. That was destined for the bottom corner. Really got down low, dug it out, and he might have denied Sheffield United a first-half injury-time equaliser. Here comes the corner towards the near post. Finney was there back helping out the defence, and it's turned in by the defender of all people, David Holdsworth. Well, if your strikers can't do it for you, the defenders most certainly will. Sheffield United 1, Swindon Town 1. At long last, deep in the stoppage time, Swindon failed to deal with the corner effectively. It stayed pinging around. No one seemed to know where it was, apart from David Holdsworth. Not the most spectacular goal he's ever scored in his life, but it could be one of the most important. This is Fjortoft. Pull it back far enough for Dean Saunders. Opening could still be here through Bobocas, drives it in. Oh, magnificent save only as far as Fjortoft, and put behind for the corner. best moment of the second half, that. Fabulous save from Fraser Digby. Bobokis had picked his spot, as he did with a similar attempt in the first half. Thompson on loan from Liverpool. Steve McMahon really does fancy him, and he's done well there. Finney's in the area. He's managed to bamboozle Sheffield twice there, but no end products. Now, what can Robinson deliver? And towards the near post, there must be a goal here. Surely Ty Gooden has slid it over the line, but is it going to count? I think the referee says no. He does say no, he's disallowed it. Well, the Swindon fans were celebrating. They thought they'd restored the lead, but immediately Trevor Jones on the spot gave the free kick to Sheffield United, and the Blades fans might be saying, well, that's the first favour he's done all afternoon for us. Dean chasing, so too McDonald. McDonald wins the chase, Dean wins the throw, takes himself. Stewart screaming for it, he was in acres of space, but so too is Bobokis. Got Stewart just ahead of him, aims towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and too high for anyone at all. Got some big fellas in there of Sheffield United, but not that big. And Ndar's away, and he's past Nielsen, and Ndar, can he go all the way? He gets the shot in, and well off target. Burrows. Now Bullock's got it. Not in the shooting position that he was a moment ago. Well, this is just going to add to the Sheffield United supporters' frustration. Finney is onside. Good touch as well from Steve Finney. Then he slipped. Maybe they can still do something with it. Cross aimed in towards Ty Gooden, and not the most firm header he's ever made in his life. Saunders. Fjortoft goes to the right, Dean down the middle, Stewart down the left. It's with Fjortoft. It's taken a deflection. It's come to Brian Dean, lays it back for Dean Saunders, and with a deflection it's gone in! But that's going to be Dean Saunders' goal! And the Welsh Dragon has breathed fire into Sheffield United this afternoon. Sheffield United 2, Swindon Town 1. It was a good break by Sheffield United. There were options down the left, down the middle, down the right. And there was Saunders in the right place at the right time. As he came out, he took a touch. It's Brian Dean. Now, what can they do? Oh, this could be Saunders' Saturday. Oh, and he's just been denied. And again. Oh, dear me. Well, if it stays at 2-1, he won't mind about that one. Might use it for a few seconds, but the crowd don't like that. And Swindon showed in the first half that they can get a goal out of absolutely nothing, so want to keep the ball down the centre of the field if they can. And Brian Dean's onside and hasn't scored. Goodness me, he had all the time in the world there. He was trying to put it through the legs of Fraser Digby either side, and that would probably have been 3-1. Saunders now for Taylor. Well, down the arms, Bark. That would get him a couple of points, but nothing at Bramall Lane. Well, Brian Dean, already with 10 goals this season, saw the goal since number 11, but Digby didn't really have to do much because it was straight at him.
Well, Leroy, Swindon again losing to one of the top teams. Do you think their promotion challenge is running out of steam?
Well, it's too early to say it's running out of steam. I thought they were very unlucky yesterday. You know, the goal that was disallowed, I thought I'd seen everything, but that's the first time I've seen a decision like this. I mean, to say that what the referee's in fact saying is that Ty Gooden is trying to pass it to Ndar. The ball's over the line, he's not interfering with play. When Ty goes for the ball, he's outside the line of the post, and Ty's just poked it over the line, and that's an absolutely ridiculous decision, and from then it just went against them. And I mean, you can't really cater for decisions like that from referees.
Because of course games turn on that sort of incident, don't
Absolutely. It was 1-1 at the time, and if you know, if Swindon had gone 2-1 up, the pace that Ndar and Finney was showing, I think they might have got another goal. But obviously that gave Sheffield United the impetus, and they went on to score and win the game.
Do you think the difference between the two sides was Dean Saunders? He looked really lively, didn't he?
He did look very lively.
Really enjoying his football and being back.
Absolutely, and playing in midfield, and he instigated a lot of their good moves, and you know, he got that's a great effort. Yeah, usually Dean gets him in the top corner. But he got his goal, and from this, I mean, you see him finishing it here, but he actually started this move on the edge of their own box and got up to the edge of the box to finish it off. So he's not too old. He can still get from box to box, and he can still finish. But he could have easily have had a hat-trick on the day.
I mean, Saunders had a few offers from Premiership clubs. Why do you think he's chosen Sheffield United?
I think he wants to play football now. He's been at Nottingham Forest and he hasn't had games. And I think he's just interested in playing football with a side that has got a chance of getting the Premier League, and you know, to give his experience really, to hand over his vast experience to younger players.
Is it good to see some players like that in the First Division, that they can afford players like Dean Saunders?
It's great to see players like that, especially when they go and perform like that. It just shows that you know, the First Division, you do get quality football, and you know, hopefully make long continue.